Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Guys, today is another day that EA didn't really release anything, so we're just going to go ahead and do another discussion video of pretty much the leaked team of the season that's going to be coming out. Team of the season is usually a pretty busy time period for us because we try to do our best to review a lot of these cards. So yeah, guys, for the community team of the season, there's a lot of very nice cards that are actually going to be releasing for the general public. I think that a lot of these selections here can be pretty good for the meta of the game. So the first one here is going to be Gabriel Jesus. So with the Gabriel Jesus card, we did try out his Winter Wild card during that time period, and it was more, I don't know, I don't remember exactly how he was like. I think because we just tried him that one time, right? Because it's more for people that want to build that sort of like Arsenal team and stuff. I think I even said that he's a card that you use in the side positions more than you use him through the middle, because the way that he's formatted. I think with the team of the season version, they could potentially give him like a 4-star weak foot, which would definitely be very cool. But I feel like he's still probably going to be used in the exact same way, where you use him in that right-sided area, probably on a Hawk chemistry style, right? Because they'll be improving the stats for pace, shooting, and physical. So you just have like a really good all-around card. So he could be a really cool card to get if people do end up trying that out. Rodrigo is the next one. I mean, it depends on how they do Rodrigo, because I know that you guys remember there was a time period where it was, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, where Rodrigo had a showdown card, right? And it was just one of those showdown cards where at first it's like, okay, he needs the upgrade, but then when he got the upgrade, he was nuts, right? And it's always hard to predict that when it comes to EA and how they do their showdown upgrades, which, I mean, that promo is a weird one, you know? But yeah, Rodrigo could definitely be a very cool card. Obviously, in this game, medium work rates is not that big of a deal. It is formatted for a Hawk chemistry style as well. Although I do feel like they're probably going to be boosting his pace to be at a higher area. So you could probably just give him like a marksman, I would say, right? Where you boost the base card stats for shooting, dribbling, physicality. It could also be a situation where you could potentially give this card a sniper chemistry style because of the shooting boost as well as the physical boost. But again, it just depends on how they end up formatting this card because of the massive physical boost, right? The finishing would be a little bit higher for base card stats, you know, you get the long shots and stuff. So that could definitely be an option too, depending on the situation. But yeah, I think the main thing here is obviously they give him the 5-star skills, right? If they give him 5-star skills, that'd be kind of nuts to work with at a 5'9" height. Medium work rates, if they were to keep that, wouldn't necessarily be that big of an issue, but obviously a work rate change would definitely be pretty nice as well. So Bernardo Silva is going to be the next one. As you guys know, I really enjoy using Bernardo Silva. He's a card that has maintained the price at 568k, which is great because he's a really good cam. You know, like if you're using like a 4-2-3-1, 4-1-2-1-2, any of those types of formations, and this card is your cam, his attacking AI is great. The way he moves across the pitch is great. His left stick dribbling is awesome. But obviously the things that are low on the card, right? So a card like this, you would normally give either a Hunter chemistry style or Hawk. Obviously Hunter because of the higher base card stats for pace being improved and stuff, right? On a Hunter, it's a card that is working with better pace, but obviously sprint speed and lack of physical sometimes is a nuisance to him. But the physical part is not really that much of a thing I care about, because obviously he wouldn't dribble as well as he does if he had the physical, right? So yeah, the high dribbling stats on this card is great. They could probably perfect it, to be honest, for the team of the season version. That'd be pretty sick to work with. But yeah, this card's really nice. It makes sense that his price was pretty much maintained for the most part, because he's actually very solid in game. And the thing is that with the team of the season version, they're probably just going to make him a 4-star, because that's the whole point of the foot birthday cards, right? Is to give him that weak foot adjustment or whatever it is. And I feel like that weak foot adjustment makes a huge difference, especially for how this game kind of plays out. Sorry, I had to record this again because I'm stupid. You know, sometimes when you have like your brain cell levels are just very low. My brain cell levels were astronomically low for this situation. The Tudom that we're supposed to talk about is this one right here, right? So as you guys know, this card was released as an SBC, 168k, French midfielder. Yeah, he's obviously going to be a very solid player to pick in this game. I think for the price of the SBC during that time period is definitely very nice for being a French midfielder. A lot of people were using him in the top tier divisions because, to be honest, he's just a very all-round good midfielder. The other player that was like really good during this time period was also the Fofana card. But the reason why people didn't use Fofana was genuinely because of the links, right? Because this card was actually very, very good. It's just the links. The links were very hard to work with. So this card was basically the replacement of that link, but it wasn't just a replacement of the link. He was just a good card in game 2, right? So it was like one of the other. I let people know that if they had Fofana, they were fine. But obviously, if you needed the French links, which most people would have, then obviously Turam would have been the choice for that as well. So yeah, as a team of the season, he's definitely going to be one to look after, because the thing is that for me personally, I think that I liked him more on the shadow. I can't remember exactly. Even on my review account, I still use him to this day. But the team of the season rated version is going to be completely different, because now you can make him a lengthy on an anchor chemistry style, which is pretty insane, right? Like the fact that he's going to get those base card stats improved to be able to be used on an anchor is going to make him even better than what he was before, in my opinion. So it's definitely one to look out for. Kim and Jay will be a good card. I think if he gets a team of the season version, he will be a very, very solid card. He has very good defensive. Excuse me. Voice is getting dry from talking too much. This card on a shadow chemistry style is actually very good. Again, here's the thing. Low acceleration, sure, but lengthy with high sprint speed. Pretty nuts to work with in game, right? So he's definitely going to be a really solid option. Excuse me. He's going to be a really solid option to work with for sure on a shadow with the lengthy accelerate, kind of pushing him forward and stuff. I think he'll definitely be a really good option to work with, especially for the Napoli links, depending on how they do an Osimhen card in the future. That would be a really big one. Robertson. I never tried out the Robertson card in the left back position. That would have to be me playing regular FIFA, to be honest, right? For me to try him out in the left back position. But this card looked pretty cool. You know, he has 5-star skills on this bad boy. Shadow chemistry. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Do I have a water here or something? Like, I'm going to die. Sorry. Anywho, this card on a high work rates while being a left-footed player playing in the left back position could be a very, very solid option to work with, right? 97 acceleration, 99 sprint speed is obviously great, but with an improvement in the future, you could probably give him an anchor. And then they would just improve the base card stats for pace to be significantly higher, considering the fact that it is a team of the season rated version of himself, right? So that could definitely be very nice as well. I'm not familiar with this dude. Is this... Oh, this is the guy from Feyenoord. I mean, if you're making an Eredivisie team, then cool, but I mean, 5-star weak foot, is that like a default? Oh, it is a default. This card could actually be pretty decent if they format him nicely. Nothing too crazy there. Benacer will definitely be a big card people will be interested in for sure. There is this fantasy version of his card that people enjoy using still on a shadow chemistry style, right? 98 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, defensive stats massively increased. In the future, you could probably give him an anchor as well. Even if he's a controlled player, wouldn't necessarily be that big of an issue because of the massive physical boost, but I think most people would still give him a shadow because it works with his base card stats, base card capabilities a little bit better, right? Obviously with the lean body type, 5'9" height, you kind of work with that stuff a little bit more, right? So let's see what the next one is. Coman. I think Coman will actually be pretty nice, to be honest with you guys. I actually have a lot of faith in this card. My faith mostly comes from the fact that his rare gold card in the beginning of the year was actually very solid to use. It's funny because Coman was one of the main reasons I figured out medium work rates not necessarily being that big of a deal. Like when I was using this card in the side positions, he was actually doing a lot of work for me. He was a very, very solid card to use in the beginning for, you know, baby meta teams and all that good stuff. There's this version here that was an SBC. I honestly never saw him once, right? You know, doing play reviews and stuff, people didn't really do this card, which is a shame because, to be honest, he is formatted nicely for the most part. It's a solid card, but it's just not a card that people would have gone as the SBC choice. Danilo could be sick if they make him a center back, to be honest with you. It's Danilo center back, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. if they make this card a center back, there's a lot of potential with him. On a shadow chemistry style, base card stats for sprint speed would be higher. Acceleration would be low, which could kind of be annoying. On a shadow chemistry style, he would compensate with the lengthy accelerates kind of pushing back anyways, with higher base card stats for physical. So he could definitely be a very nice card. I never ended up trying out this inform version of his card, but that's just me, right? I never really tried that card out. Tavernier will definitely be nice. They always make him a pretty decent all-round right back. The only reason why people don't really use this card that often is honestly because of links, because generally speaking, he is a pretty decent card, right? In his case, you know, with this SBC being released, a few people actually did him, but again, it's just the links, right? The fact that you have to link him mostly to English players is usually the problem that people have when they have to put him in the team. But, you know, maybe in the future with the team of the seasons coming out and stuff, maybe if they make some really cool cards, he could be put back into teams from the team of the season rated version, right? So Rice is the next one. Rice is a lengthy on a shadow, correct? On an anchor, okay. SBC Declan Rice. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I reviewed this card, and I'm pretty positive I wasn't really that crazy about him. I think. Because that was a while ago. When was this promo? Foot Centurions, yeah. Yeah, I honestly don't remember. I don't think I was that crazy about him. As much as he should have been good, you know? Because this card is high in average, 6'1". Anchor chemistry style. I don't remember if I liked him or not. I actually don't. I didn't use him that much. I know that for a fact that I didn't. I might have put him into an SBC at some point too. Declan Rice. Huh. I don't remember actually. Long time ago for that one. Ake will be, guys, Ake will be sick, man. Ake will be really nice. Do you guys remember this card right here? I did this card's review and I let people know, like, guys, that this card's actually pretty good. Like, he has really good defensive animations, man. During that time period, did we give him an anchor? Is that what it was? Really? Or did we give him a shadow? This was a while ago, too. World Cup. That's like, what, 4 months ago, maybe? 4 months ago? Yeah. Yeah, this card was really good, though. I don't remember what I gave him. He was either a shadow or an anchor. I don't remember. But I know that he was really good. Because what's interesting with these cards, right, is it's kind of like a Sergio Ramos situation where acceleration is higher than sprint speed, but the lengthy carries the sprint speed to be faster, if that makes sense, right? So yeah, he could be a monster. I'm not gonna lie. He has the right work rate. The body type is there. On an anchor, he gets the physical boost. Like, a lot of potential there with that card because he was very solid. That SBC was great. De Gea is the next one. De Gea, honestly, with the main thing with De Gea is like maybe the saves with feet if he still has it. Not really a thing anymore, eh? Cautious with crosses and solid player. Yeah. I never really used De Gea this year. I honestly... Wait, did I use De Gea this year? This one? No. Maybe I did for like a review if he was like just chilling on the team, but I honestly don't remember what he's like at all. People never really used him, to be honest with you. Joelinton. Joelinton could be nice, actually. I think they'd make him like an all-round player. Never got a card once this year, eh? That's a little crazy. Joelinton's really good. I remember when Newcastle signed him as a striker, and then he wasn't working at all there, and then they made him a midfielder, and he was a beast. That was pretty funny. Yeah, this card has a lot of potential. Actually, he could be sick if they allow you to give him a shadow chemistry style, and he's a lengthy with 6'1", high, and stock. He could be a really good midfielder actually. As a gameplay objective too, that's not too bad. I don't know how to say this guy's name. Bilo, that's the goalkeeper from Feyenoord. Yeah, Feyenoord. Oh, yeah, Feyenoord. So the other one, I was like, the Netherlands? What are you talking about? Yeah, so this one's from Feyenoord. Yeah, Eredivisie squads as well. Again, no offense to anybody that uses those teams. I never see people use those teams. Matoma, they need to do a big upgrade for. He mostly needs the... What did we see the last time? It was the weak foot, wasn't it? Weak foot? Yeah, weak foot. 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. Definitely needs the weak foot improvement for sure. It's actually a well-formatted card for the future because you could potentially give him a hawk depending on how they actually end up improving him from base card stats on dribbling. But it's a weird card. It makes sense that they make him a gameplay objective because they know, right? He's an average body type player. But who knows? He might be surprising when we actually try him out if we actually end up getting to that point. But yeah, there's a lot of cards here. I would say that I would say like 70% of those cards I would probably review, to be honest with you. Yeah, like 70% of them for the most part. But yeah, it definitely looks like a really interesting team of the season coming out on Friday. The Eredivisie is coming out too. I think the only interesting ones from the Eredivisie that people might be interested in is probably like the Timber cards and then the Xavi Simons card too. I don't think there's anybody else that people are going to be like super invested in from the Eredivisie. Yeah, unless it's like people that like build that sort of team, but you know. No Benfica, bro, what? I mean, they're probably going to put a lot of players from the Liga NOS there. They don't really care about the Liga NOS because they know that people don't even use those teams. But yeah, guys, listen, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for tomorrow. I think tomorrow might be like the Nesta Team of the Year card, potentially. We'll see, man. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.